All right, last video for Module 4, talking about wireless media. Now, all of us have used wireless. You probably got on your phone today. You've probably been on a tablet today. All of those are, I shouldn't say all. I don't think my tablet, it's old enough, it probably doesn't have any wireless. It definitely doesn't have any, outside of a Wi-Fi, it doesn't have anything, no other external network interface to allow me to connect other than to my local Wi-Fi or hotspot. Now, so the question then becomes now this is the third way we're going to be able to connect two devices. First one was what? Copper. Then we went to fiber. This one's wireless. Wireless is probably the fastest growing industry only because it has a lot of flexibility because what? I'm not tied down to any one location. So I can move all about and maintain connectivity. You're used it on your phone while you're driving. You've used it in campus and move it between different classrooms, never losing connection. Benefit of wireless. Limitations, definitely coverage. I mean, each one of your access points or transmitters only cover a certain area. And sometimes, based on the environment it's in, your walls, your doors, your furniture, all of that comes into play as to getting in the way of a wireless signal, which then could reduce its throughput, speed, range. It's also susceptible to interference. If you've got cordless phone, microwaves, things of that nature, certain lights can interfere with your wireless signal. Now, in the past, security was an issue with wireless because it was very easy to break into and tap into a wireless signal. And wireless is a shared media. It really only operates in half duplex. We haven't talked about duplex anything here, but it basically means it's like an old walkie-talkie. I got to push to send, release to, I want to push to talk and release to listen. I'm sending data only one direction and go through that way. So there are some limitations, but a lot of those are being resolved fairly quickly. Now, the types of wireless that are used, you've got data to radio signal encoder, and you've got frequency, power, transmission, signal reception, decoding requirements, antenna design and construction. All of those have standards that help vendors that want to offer a wireless service to you. Now, there's a couple of standards out there. Some of these you've heard about. Some of them you probably haven't. Now, the ones you've heard about, the Wi-Fi, IEEE 802.11. And there's a whole series of different 802.11 standards based on how much speed they offer. And based on your computer, it has to say, hey, which standard is your PC built on? Now, one of the ways that wireless controls its information is it's a contention-based system. Basically, it goes out and says, okay, do I have a carrier? Do I have someplace to put data on it? But since wireless, you can't see who's connected to you, you've got to try to avoid collisions. In an Ethernet connection in your office, you still are doing this carrier sense multiple access to see if I get on the network. But that one, because you pretty much know who you're talking to, the system they'll use there is collision detection, that they'll back off, resend after it detects a collision. Well, wireless goes into a lot of preventative measurement to make sure that I've got access and the radio channel is clear for me to send data. So just know that that's what Wi-Fi is. Now, Wi-Fi is also a trademark of the Wi-Fi Alliance. And the Wi-Fi Alliance is used to certify that the wireless LAN devices that you're purchasing match the IEEE 802.11 standards. So if you buy an access point that says that's an 802.11 AC, the Wi-Fi Alliance would say, hey, I'm going to verify that this vendor actually met the 802.11 AC standards. Now, another standard is Bluetooth. Bluetooth is basically for a personal area network. Probably lasts, it says 1 to 100 meters. I don't know, my Bluetooth doesn't seem to carry that far. Maybe I got older devices. But it's a shorter distance. It's only between you and one device. It isn't being broadcast a lot. Lower power, lower speed transmissions. You've got one called, WiMAX, and basically it is a wireless standard for point to multi-point connection. So it allows more data to be sent. And then you've got one that's called Zigbee. Zigbee is low data, low power, intended for short range, low data applications, but it has a long battery life. You'll probably see a lot more of that in Internet of Things as that evolves. If you've got one of those wireless light switches where you can turn it on, turn it off, guess what? You're probably using Zigbee as that process. Now, there's other standards that you can talk about, cellular and satellite communications, but we're not in that business right now. Now, most of us have a wireless access point. So this wireless LAN requires you to have two basic things: a wireless access point and wireless network adapters, network interface adapters. Your wireless access point, you're going to buy this. It may have 1, 2. All the antennas could be inside. Some of the ones will, like we've seen in a picture earlier in one of the videos, it had 4 switch ports, connections to the internet, power source. So it's kind of a combined and integrated product that has switch and router all built into one. And then you got network, wireless network interface adapters, and that's just basically, what are they? They're my adapter is what? My antenna. In theory, the adapt network interface is right inside the device. On your phone, it's built into the phone, usually to the top of your phone. Last thing I want to do is point the antenna down where I'm speaking. I want it to be up where I got better ways of transmitting data. It's pretty much been built on the Ethernet standards, and you're getting a lot of speed differences. They're getting closer and closer, that the speed of wireless and the speed of at least as far as the copper Ethernet cables are getting very similar. So I know that's kind of a high-level summary on wireless, but I think for this connection, you're okay. Let's see, I think I gave you the packet tracer assignment, 565, and I think I may have even given you 5466 just to use your personal computer or device to answer questions about what kind of network interfaces does your device have. So go ahead and do those two. I do the practice, module practice and quiz, because that'll help prepare you for the test. Now, remember, the next test will probably be over chapters 4, 5, and 6. So hopefully these videos helped. If not, let me know. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.